So the first mistake we want to talk about is drawing back with a straight arm and then hitting with a straight arm, kind of like this. The cue I always say to players when I'm coaching them is, we don't need to throw our arms up and wave at the ball before we're about to hit it. We need to load up our swing, take a good swing that's going to lead to topspin. And we can see, if we straight arm the ball, it's going to be a lot more difficult to get our hand on top and hit with topspin. So instead of the straight arm, we want to load our swing and be able to snap over top.
Second mistake we want to talk about is loading the elbow too far down. So what we talk about here is dropping the elbow and loading up to swing from here, which doesn't allow you to get over the top. It makes a pushing motion at the ball and you don't get a full whip and a snap over the top. So instead of loading from here, coming forward, you want to think about coming over the top and snapping and pulling down.
Final hitting mistake that I often see is twirling the hand back and starting with a kind of a roundhouse swing, kind of like this. Okay? And there's a few reasons why we don't want to load our swing like that. The first reason is because there's a good chance it can lead to a dropped elbow. If I load back like this, I'm usually going to come up like this. Usually my elbow is too low, it's going to prevent me from being able to snap over top of the ball. The second is, it can often lead to a roundhouse sort of swing, where I'm swinging like this, and never bringing my elbow up to be able to snap over the ball. Plus, studies have shown that up to 15% of our vertical leap can be generated from a powerful double arm swing. So if we only swing one arm up, we're taking inches off our vertical leap.
A couple of the cues that we want to emphasize here when we're going over the arm swing is that you use both arms to swing when you're jumping, two arms up and being aggressive. So your arms come up. The second thing is opening your shoulders up to your setter. So if he's hitting from the left side and the setter's over here, the ball's going to come and it opens his shoulders to be able to turn into the ball and get more power into it. Just like that. So it's two arms to jump, opening it up, and then turning into the ball, swinging hard and through. The final part that we want to emphasize when talking about the arm swing is having a high elbow. All right, so from the side, comes up, his elbow is high. It's above his shoulders, and what this allows him to do is get the highest contact that he can with a volleyball. Remember, we can't always put 5 feet on our vertical, but we can make sure that our technique is right with a high elbow to maximize what we have with the arm. That high contact, you can't really get much higher than that. It all starts with making sure you load up with a very high elbow. Up over the top, high elbow remains high over the top of the ball.